Hello everyone and welcome to Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. My name's Tyrone and today is another roll the dice. I was about to say show and tell, but it's not, but it's a roll the dice. These two cartons are from the same seller. The postmark or scribble suggests it came in a few weeks ago. That may be right. Things have been a little bit hectic around here, so I'm losing track of days and weeks. Very exciting time for the channel. Views are going through the roof, subscriptions are going through the roof, so I'm very excited and encouraged, so thank you very much. What do I know about these? They were supposed to come in one pack only. I'll bring you back here because I can't see what you're seeing. They came in 2 packs. For whatever reason, I don't know. I was charged the $15.35 postage, but they've gone their own way and posted them in 2 different boxes. Therefore, paid the $15.35 twice. But yeah, I can't work it out. It was their decision to do it, so they haven't come back and said, you know, you owe me another $15. They've gone for that and paid the price themselves, which is a little unfortunate for them, but it's their choice. Anyway, this is from Whyalla Nori in Australia. And I don't like how they call Western Australia West Australia. They really should know better. Whyalla is in South Australia and I am in Western Australia. It bugs me when that is wrong, one of my pet hates. But yeah, who am I? So we'll get to it. The only information I have, because I didn't choose these, my wife did, bless her. She saw the opportunity and took it on my behalf, which is always a plus because I'm always a little bit too busy to find the bargains when they're around, which is where she steps in quite often. I know there are a lot of doubles in here because it is stock from a closed down toy shop. All Matchbox, naturally, and supposedly in mint condition. How much? It was 120 delivered, bearing in mind that the idea was the delivery was $15.35, not $30.70. So let's see what we have. I'll plonk you over there so you don't get your head knocked off by a swinging arm or something. One's really heavy. The exact weight is on here, 2.15 kilos. So what's that, about 5 pounds in the old money? This one's a bit lighter. This is 1.764 kilos. So I think we'll go for the heavier one first because I suspect all the doubles are in here. The wife seemed to think that there's a postal van in here which constitutes most of the doubles, and that would make sense because this box is heavy and the postal vans, if my guess is correct, are the cause of the weight. So yeah, looks to be fairly accurate. Can you see? I'm going to check. So that's what the box looks like. And how do we do this? I think I'll put that up there. Bring you down for the bird's eye, or the sitting on my knee view. plonk that up there so you can see the box. Yeah, okay, so this is PMG, which stands for Postmaster General. It's a historic Australian postal service. It's now called Australia Post, but back in the day it was Postmaster General. And the boxes, look here, Men's Land. That's an odd name for a shop. $2.95. Quite dusty, but and a little bit shop worn, I suppose you'd call it. But the car looks absolutely sweet. And yes, indeed, there are multiples. So these aren't, I'm thinking, what you'd call second hand, but they are shop soiled, which is okay because the boxes will dust up or dust off okay. Some will need a little bit more TLC than others. Yeah, that's where all the weight came from. These are quite heavy castings. I don't feel the need to open any of these today. It's just a little peekaboo at what's coming in at the moment. So if your post is slow at the moment, you can blame Tyrone at building the ultimate Matchbox car collection because he's got all the postal trucks parked in his studio. Oh, look at this. A variant, even though it is just the box. Australian collector's model. Limited edition in. Not that limited. So they keep on coming. So yeah, the boxes are a little bit scuffed, but I'm sure none of these have been out of the box in, what, 30 odd years. And for a bit of a change of scenery, might have to do a bit of a shuffle up. Have you ever seen so many Australians in one place? Okay, so then we've got the Ferrymaster groupage services. I didn't know groupage was a word. It's a Volvo Cameo, Volvo LKW. So that's of a earlier era to these, I think. Certainly an earlier era to this one. Dark blue's always sort of late 80s or the second half of the 80s, and this is always the first half of the 80s in the light blue box. Another Australian collector's model, a big $1. It's a lot of money back then. Just calling it the delivery truck. And we have a fresh produce. These are Volvo's tilt lorry. I'm not sure anything moves on that lorry. Definitely not. And another. And this one, the plastic has a little bit of UV damage, but just a little. So that may have been out on the shop floor, whereas I don't think these have. And the last one of this box is yet another. So shove those to the back there. Recycle that box to somewhere else on the planet. Not landfill, obviously. And plonk him over there. Put him in the front because he's different. Him in the back because he's the same. I love it when the deliveries choke up my table to the point where I can't move because it means a lot of stuff is coming in. that there so you can see from afar. And the lighter box, I'm told, or my methods of sleuthy deduction, has more variety in it. Why don't you put a sticker like that on it? 2 people aren't going to try and lift this box. It's like 2 kilos. And it's so small they'd headbutt each other. Anyway. Can you see? Let me do another switcheroony. Put you on my knee again. Okay. Okay, so mainly we have bulk of the Jetspress Road Express Limited Edition Australian Collector's Model. And there. It looks like most of them are that. No UV damage at all, and all marked $1. So 30 years ago that would probably seem like the correct price. I wonder if whoever ordered these from their shop imagined that they'd still be in their boxes 30 years later, 30 plus years later. Not quite unsold, but not sold in the fashion that they would have expected. Some of these boxes are perfect, some of them are a little bit scuffed. Can you see? All marked $1. Yeah, it's a lot of trucks. And then there are a few, there's one, Federal Express. Oh, it's a different truck altogether. It's the Volvo again. So there would appear to be 3 separate Volvos, 3 different ones. All unopened. One's got a bit of damage. Yeah, pretty good condition for being so old. And I'll put him up top. And we have 5 more. Looks like we've got 2 of this one. Australian Collector's Model Limited Edition Historical Collection from Matchbox. This was Men's Land as well. What is Men's Land? I've never heard of this. $2.95. And this is from the late 80s again. So I'll put him up there. And something completely different, but looks like it's been in a high-speed crash. It's a very nice Porsche 928. I've got that one already, but I'm wondering if mine is going to be in the condition this one is. Never unboxed. Mine certainly has. It's loose, so I'll put him in the front. And I've got a double of that one. And Weet-Bix. Special, yeah. Weet-Bix. I don't know if Weet-Bix is a worldwide thing. I know Weetabix is in England, but Weet-Bix, I certainly grew up with it in New Zealand, and they're definitely available in Australia. So, not sure how peculiar that would seem to you. And this is the last one of the second box, and it's the Australian, which is a newspaper, still going. It's a national newspaper in this country. Slight yellowing to the plastic, but clearly never opened. So It looks like I'm trying to go into business here. Not bad. What do we say? 120 for everything. It's quite a few unopened boxes. Really quite old, which is a nice touch. So was it worth it on, I think this is just the second Roll the Dice episode? Let me know what you think in the comments, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Bye.